Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, we're going to watch a Jess Franco movie, Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein, also known as The Screaming Dead. Let's watch. The vampire, sinister night dweller, was sleeping his eternal slumber when Dr. Frankenstein decided to seize him. He unleashed a fight between two titans of death. And in its wake, the other monsters, nightmare creatures, that's what we're watching tonight, would awaken from their lethargic sleep. And here we have a chipper young woman. And here we have an ugly vampire. And here's Dr. Dr. Seward checking up on that woman. You know he's a doctor because he has a magnifying glass. Now this guy's entering some sort of, I don't know what it is, but I believe that is Dr. Frankenstein. He's looking around for the vampire and sure shit, he finds him. Sleeping. He's not there to pay a visit though. He's there to stake the old guy. Very delicately. And here we have some gypsies doing some sort of gypsy business. I guess Frankenstein lives up there. And this is Dr. Frankenstein now, checking on the dead bat. He's obviously got some sort of plan. Now back in his lab, there's Frankenstein's monster with some hideous makeup on. And he's coming back to life. Don't know what's going on with that dead bat, though. At least not yet. Frankenstein's monster has descended upon a dancing girl in some burlesque show. And he's taking her back to Dr. Frankenstein's lab, where she is now tied up on a slab. And he's sucking the blood out of that woman, pumping it in here, and apparently that is bringing the So some blood drinking and some coil action. And Dracula is back. Here's the Igor type guy, Frankenstein's helper, licking the corpse. Because he's a little perv. Because this lady's got to burn. We've got a hot blonde female vampire here too. I don't know where she came from. I don't recall her getting bit. But she does exist. And that female vampire has come to feast on this woman. I believe that's the gypsy woman. So Frankenstein is and Igor are spying on Dr. Seward. He's making a vampire army. I guess this is his next victim. Here's the monster. With a girl. And I believe we have a vampire couple here. It's a woman attacking a woman and a man attacking a man. And the doctor is zapping them. And I guess they're going to turn into vampires who are under his control as well. And that's the old gypsy woman again. And that's Dr. Seward. I guess he's not feeling well, but so Dr. Seward was found half dead by the gypsies. And this gypsy woman is now telling him something about a werewolf at the next full moon. The bats are attacking again. I believe that's the Igor type guy. Now we have a scene outside in the courtyard area. That's the hot chick blonde vampire. And look, our werewolf has showed up. So the blonde vampire took off when she saw there was some action about to start. That action is our werewolf attacking Frankenstein's monster. The blonde one got away. Dr. Frankenstein runs off too. His monster is still running around though. The citizens charge the castle with torches and pitchforks though. And the monster gets fried, who incidentally also apparently is free. So Dr. Frankenstein got away, the Wolfman got away, and the blonde vampire got away. The other two vampires, though, are dead. Alright, let's talk about this movie here. Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein, also known as Dracula Contra Frankenstein. I think that's Spanish for with. I had this title originally under the title The Screaming Dead. It was put up by Wizard Video back in the late 80s. There was always ads for these on all the Wizard Video tapes coming new from, buy the gore, get the goodies. I think it was the Possessor, Screaming Dead, Breeders, and one other one, which I can't recall. There was always 4 of them, though, but this was one of them. It took a long time for me to actually see this movie. I got this from my fellow Schlockmeister brother, Jeff, back in the late 80s when he copied it onto tape for me. I tried to watch it, and I just couldn't get through it because it was so bad. But I found it later on in the mid-90s, early 2000s when I rented it to get a new, fresh copy of it on SP. Watched it then, and I agreed with my earlier self that it was a piece of shit. So anyway, tracked this thing on DVD for whatever reason, because I have to have it, right? And I got this a few months ago. I finally watched it last night actually, and I watched it with my fellow Schlockmeister brother Jeff, who had seen it a couple times back in the day also. And you know what? Watching it, maybe it was just the company you keep, but watching it together last night, we had a good time watching it. I was kind of disappointed when I read the back of the box. He pointed out to me that it's subtitled. We don't have an English version of this, which kind of sucks. I know there is an English soundtrack out there, but then as we were watching the movie, there's hardly any freaking dialogue in this movie at all. I'm not joking. The first line of dialogue we got was 16 minutes into the film. Most of it is just stuff that happens. So we have Dracula, we have Frankenstein, we have Frankenstein's monster, we have a Wolfman, we have some girl vampire chicks. It's kind of like the old Universal horror movies, except much, much worse. One nude scene in this movie, actually two nude scenes. You see one of the lady's nipples, but that's it. Very little going on in this movie. Jess Franco exercised some great restraint with this one. Bad acting, bad everything, bad makeup, just bad. But we had a great time watching it, I'll be totally honest with you. And they actually made 2 sequels to this movie. The next one is called Dracula's Daughter, not to be confused with the original one from the 30s, and then The Erotic Rites of Frankenstein. And I do believe they had the same actors and characters in it, too. When this movie ends, we don't know what happened to the blonde chick vampire. The Wolfman seemed to have been body slammed, but I'm guessing he was okay, too. And, of course, Dr. Frankenstein got away. So I guess they opened the door for a sequel. But anyway, it's a piece of shit, but it's a lot of fun piece of shit. So check it out. It's filmed in Spain. It's worthy of watching. It was a good time. So watch this movie. Let me know what you think about it. And leave some comments down below. We'll discuss it. It's called The Screaming Dead, Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein. Watch it. Bye.